Morning, golfers. Um, how do you achieve the underhand throwing motion, swinging motion that everybody talks about in the golf swing? If you'll see my previous video on right hand and arm movements in a downswing, it forces that movement. And typical amateurs, we take the hand and we force it towards the ball. And that is a palm down with the right hand. But if you rotate the forearm, the right back forearm, whether right or left-handed, the rear forearm in a downswing, that presets that underhand motion. It also puts your right elbow or rear elbow, left elbow for the left-handed golfers, into your side. That's what you see on most of the professional swings, all the professional swings. This isn't a secret to golf, but it's one of them. It automatically takes care of your right side, and everything else is timing and speed. It preloads the club. It puts it in the slot. It puts your strong side in a preloaded hand position, and then at the line or the wall on your left side, going from your ankle up to your right shoulder, as your right hand approaches, or your rear hand approaches that line, it starts to roll over. You can see in one of my very first videos, I demonstrated when you take your left arm and you hold your hand flat and go across it, stay straight. And if you take your right hand and take it across, it'll actually start doing this. It's just the physiology that of how we're made. That will start this in your left hand, and as long as you're relaxed enough and you let it go, it really whips the club through the impact zone. There's not, as long as you grip the club properly and set up properly, you don't have to worry about direction, because direction happens all by itself. Your physiology or the way you perform it may make you make adjustments in how you grip the club, whether weak, strong, neutral, or in variances thereof, in order to perfect it for yourself. It's an easy technique. Right now I've had a torn rotator cuff for about 6-8 weeks right now, and it's pretty painful, but in this golf swing I don't feel it. I don't feel any pressure on it at all for my body. I don't have a full professional level backswing. I'm not as flexible as I used to be, but I still generate some considerable speed without trying too hard. Some of the golfers I played with over the weekend said I had probably the smoothest swing they'd seen in a while. They said it looked like I put no effort into it, and really I don't put much effort into it. The previous videos, probably about since January, since I've been back on, all those are applicable basically in my swing, what I'm doing. I don't advocate it. It's something that I think you guys should try just to see if you like it. The back shoulder, you just make sure that you get that shoulder angle that I was talking about. Get your back shoulder dirty, is what I always taught my kids. Make sure you get that angle, and you should be fine with this. It is. It's kind of like a fast pitch underhanded fast pitch softball pitch, but it's really neat. Give it a try. Send me feedback. Subscribe if you like my channel, and we'll talk to you later.